everyone, my name is Hadel-Lynn, and I just recently came back from Kauai, and I wanted to share with you, some of the highlights and of the most interesting and most beautiful things about Kauai. It's definitely a lot different than the main island. And with that, let's get started. Thanks to Wailua Kayak Adventures, we got to go over to the secret falls. Well, it's not really that secret if everyone knows about it. It consisted of a 2 mile, so like 1 mile there and back, of kayaking. I did not do it by myself. I didn't do that by myself because there was I'm small, my arms don't go that well, and I'm just not that great at kayaking. And 2 miles, 1 there and back of hiking. And the waterfalls, I went in for a little bit. Ooh, oh my god, so many bugs. I would recommend a hiking stick because after you kayak to the site, it's very rocky, and there's even parts where you have to, well, for me, I'm 5'1", you have to cross hip width of water. Anyone who's above 5'1", it might be a little different, but in terms of the length, so you kayak to a site, and then you walk, you hike over to the location. Yeah, definitely our tour made sure we all had walking sticks, and that was really helpful because there was a lot of places that were extremely rocky and just you could easily lose your balance and fall. There's a lot of places that were slippery, and it's a really good thing to go in the morning because a lot of people are just gonna go in and out, and it's just better to be there first. Last minute, but Kauai actually has the most chickens on all of the island for the weirdest reason. Apparently there was a bunch of domesticated chickens, then a hurricane happened, and then all the domesticated chickens just went to the forest, and now there are a bunch of feral chickens, which makes sense as to why I was so afraid of all of the chickens on this island, because there are probably more chickens than people on this island. Just go look at all these freaking chickens. Someone help me, please. These are conservation efforts for a burb. Hello everyone, so in terms of, we just did Queen's Bath hike, and it is steep and it is muddy, and it's kind of be a little bit hard to find because it's in the middle of housing area, and so I wouldn't recommend it to people who have really bad knees. I fell on my butt a million times, but it's nice when you get there. I would just say try and get a walking stick because it is very muddy, steep, and it's just it just has a lot of holes due to the roots and stuff, so just keep in mind that. The town of Hanapepe, the inspiration for Lilo and Stitch. Very historic town, and it's very cute. Swinging, and it's actually swinging. Oh god. we did the Nepali snorkel tour. You could either hike for 12 hours. I'm not doing that. Or you could take a boat and then they'll take you to snorkel and then just like drive past the Pali Coast. I would say a disclaimer, if you get seasick very easily, maybe you shouldn't go on the boat, just because like when I went, the water was just very strong in terms of like the boat would just have to go really fast and then the waves would be just like ooh. And like I usually don't get seasick. Even if I do, I never puke. It's just more like I just feel queasy. But a lot of people were puking, and I think that's just the nature of being on a boat. So it's a fun experience if you don't throw up. Now the really cool thing was that there were actually like dolphins that would like to go up to the surface and just kind of go in front of the boat, and then also there'd be like some whales too. So that's a really good thing to kind of look out. I mean, one of the biggest tips that they were telling everyone on the boat is to kind of look at the horizon if you're feeling seasick, and to get out of like the bottom like floor, because there's not enough air going in. So just a disclaimer in advance. Hey again, we're here over at Hanalei. Last minute got some Holy Grail donuts. I couldn't film too much of the Kauai backcountry adventures just because don't have a GoPro, and a lot of what we did was inner tubing, and a lot of it is probably just not safe to bring my phone. Overall, 10 out of 10 recommend. It's good for people of all ages and sizes. The one thing to know, if you are a claustrophobic and or afraid of the dark, it's a little bit of a disclaimer to make sure that you're not too uncomfortable. Thank you so much for watching this video. I had a blast spending time there in Kauai, and I hope that this vlog is helpful to anyone who is considering visiting, or perhaps if anyone who lives there could give me some perspective. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And with that, I wish you all a very good night.